There we go. Good. There. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to be making some mixed media cards. And let's start with a little turquoise and a little purple and orange. And I just sold the cards prior. Okay. Purple. And as you can see, I've been using these little foam makeup sponges, wedges, they're called. I get them at the Dollar Tree. And then when I do, once they dry up, I just trim the ends off. Throw that away. And I continue using them. So, and then just going to take a little bit of paint and I'm going to put it on a block. Same thing with the orange. As well as the purple. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to do is tap. And I may use a paper toweling as well, because I and then come in the area, get a little bit, I need it. And as you can see, it kind of leaves the shape of the sponge itself. I'm not worried about that, because I think it's a cool look. I can't wait. My feet should be coming in this week, so you won't hear that wobbling. Let's see if I can do something about that, because it's actually driving me crazy. Oh, that'd be too high. So let's take some of this off. There we go. Temporary fix. All right. Do the same thing with the orange. Tap up as much as possible. Come over here to the same. Add it in. And this purple. The purple's really dark. So you can move the sponge any direction you want. We're going for a swivel. I mean, that kind of look. Let's add some turquoise right here. A little bit of orange in the center. Okay. A little bit one right there. And then some purple. Okay, now some gesso. I'm just going to take a hint of gesso out of sponge. I'm just going to tap again, just like I do with the paint itself. And I'm just going to bring it up. I like how it gives this a cloudy look. Right out. I always tap off before I apply, or at least I try to. If you see that little strip there, the mark, I'm leaving it. I don't worry about it. Let me put that up there. All right. Now, here comes the fun part. Stenciling. Let's do this one. And I try to pick a color that, and I'm hitting the purple. So let's do orange. And just tap in the color right there. And let's see. Let's do a little bit of purple. Okay, now let's do a little turquoise over the purple. That's good. Okay, and then Wipe that off. And let's see. What other stencil? How about circles? Circles. If you end up getting the same color your sponge, no big deal. They show up a little bit. Let's go over here. We'll use purple. I'll add some more pink. And let's go over here. We'll add orange. All right. Now, excuse me. I ran all my stencils, so I can go through them real quick. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Especially when you're looking for the one you want. A small butterfly. And I'm just going to partially put them off to the side. And he's the one kind of losing its stickiness, but he still does the job. And I need to get a color. Just going to put a little dab of black and find my black sponge. Trim the edge a little bit. Down. The middle one is going to be more dominant. And voila, first mixed media card. Real simple, real cute. And just say thank you. And sometimes what I'll do is after it dries real good, I'll spray a clear matte down or finish matte so it kind of pops it a little bit. So we got that one. Let's set it. And I'm going to be using the colors up until they get too much, and then I'll add a color, or I can add a fourth color. So we add a. This one we're going to do a little different. We're going to add some black. And as you can see, I'm just tapping randomly. There's no rhyme or reason where I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. Let's add the purple. And you see how that looks right there? Up close and see. I like that, so I'm just going to leave it where it looks like the spun and some of the paint's coming back up. That's all right with me. I'm just going to leave it. And then we're going to grab turquoise. I'm just going to go in randomly. Got it on. Kind of cool looking, isn't it? Now, this time we are going to stencil the whole card with one stencil. So let's see what we want to use. Let's do this one. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to pick up the orange, dab it again, and I'm just going to randomly, if I miss spots, I miss spots. I can always go back if I wanted to. Yep. Grab my gesso, and I'm just going to bring in some gesso a little bit here and there. My gesso on my. Now, let's do some black again. This time I want it to pop, so I'm not going to sponge off as much as I would normally. And then you'll come in. Get really in those little spots. I want it, the black, to dominate. And then I'm going to pick it up Got the and voila. Now, wanted to, I'm going to go to the side. I'm just going to hit it in the corner. Oh, whoops, got a little black there. I ain't worried about it. There's no mistakes, in my opinion. None. I'm going to come up here, get some black, tap off a little bit, and then in that one. And that one. I like how it looks. All right, I need to grab my white paint. Most of my paint that I have is, or not most of my paint, some of my paint I'm using is from the Dollar Tree. And the purple, the orange, and the turquoise is Delusion. Now I know my card's white and it's gessoed, but I'm just still going to play with some white paint just to get the effect. It's going to be hard to see where I did it, but that's all right because I'm hoping it plays out right. I'll do it like I did in my book. You'll see. You see, I'm just kind of tapping. Just tap, tap, tap. Grab the turquoise out. And, oh, I left my fingerprint, guys. We'll cover that up. We'll take purple. We know I did that. And I have to wash my fingertips. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, the white didn't do what it did in my book. Lesson learned, guys. Can't always turn out the way you're hoping. But that's all right. Got a good flow. So let's get a stencil and play. Add some circles. Oh, let's do purple. You can see I just randomly. Let's go down here with orange. Let's get it. I don't want to use my wipe. That's my fingertip wipe. Okay. And go with this one. And grab the turquoise. Turquoise. Black. And And let's see. I'm gonna add some trestle of this. Just here and there. Nothing. Okay. And butterflies. And I'm just going to send the butterfly. That's possible. Let's grab some purple. The thing is I'm just going to randomly, here and there, not cover the whole butterfly. And then I'm going to grab the turquoise. And I'm just going to randomly also kind of hit the same spot. I'm going to pick up some orange because my paint is finally getting dry and I lose and I can pour a different paint out. But I'm using what's left on the sponge itself and what's on my platter or palette. So let's grab a little bit of the gesso and we're just going to hit the same way, just real quick, up and down, and let's bring it. You kind of see this one's really messed up. That's all right, because if I wanted to, I could come back and maybe I will with a black marker and outline the butterflies. Now, due to the fact these are done, I'm going to take my wet rag and I'm just going to clean. And I got this old towel of mine I used to do this. So I was going through baby wipes left and right. I'm like, oh, whoa. As you can see, it don't take long to wipe it up. And I'll do the mat once in a while. I'll come in with alcohol or hand sanitizer like Tim said to use. And I'll clean it as I'm actually creating. Because you'd be surprised what you think right now because I wiped it off. It's clean. Let's just do, I'll show you an example. Little alcohol here on hand. And I just take a towel. We'll hit that spot right there too. You're going to be using white. Now you just saw me a little while ago use my rag. Look at. So it pays just to clean once in a while. And I guarantee we'll do it again. Ain't that something? All right. Now, and I'm going to move this because I spread that out too far. There we go. All right. I just throw these out when I'm done. I don't even throw them in a washer. I guess. All right. Let's use some other colors. Let's see. Let's use some blue. Let's see. So this isn't dry. Oh, it's not dry. Pink. I like working with 3 colors. It's green. We never use these 3 colors, so we need to get sponges. Same thing, I'm just going to tap. I'll get the bottom of the sponge paint on really well, and then I tap. And I'll come over here and tap on the paper toweling. I have a paper toweling over here, just to tap off before I apply to the paper. And I'm just going to come in. Like I said, I have no idea how I'm going to. I just do it. Might be more than one color on it. All right, let's go blue. Again, I'm getting the bottom of the sponge real moist. Tapping down. I come over to the toweling, just give it a good more tap. All right, let's see how the pink looks. And a little white spot on the end, I don't want that. So I'll bring it back and make sure the total bottom of the sponge is totally covered. Daughter just startled me. There we go. And then, got that done. Pretty cool, don't it? And let's use this. And I know it's not all of it's not going to fit, but that's okay. I'm just going to get it close. And I'm thinking, I'm going to take the black. And I'm just going to go. Okay. Hi, Susan. Good morning. I think that looks cool. Hi, Woods. Morning, ladies. I'm just doing some mixed media cards. Here are the few I did so far. Now this one, there's butterflies all over this, but you can't hardly see them. So what I'll do is I'll come in and, well, that's a test. I have to find my pen. I can't use this one. Bear a second with me. Thank you. I always send cards, and I always make my own card. So I thought I'd make some mixed media cards. And I'll trace the outline of the butterfly. And if they're kind of sloppy, it's okay. Sometimes you can't make out the whole image, so I just kind of go the flow of it. Sometimes you don't even have to do the whole thing. It's up to you. You don't have to do them all either. Okay. And you can also take your stamps also. You can make the background and then get your black stamps out and use black ink and do the same thing, or even colored ink, depending on what the background looks like. Hi, Jen. And right now I'm all about using my stencil, so I won't be hauling out stamps, but I could. I did this yesterday on music paper, but I lost the music paper. And I'm gonna man, in my book I did find them. Come on. These. Basically, I did this back in this one. But see how this, if you look, you can see different colors in here. Well, the background, I never waste paint if I'm just painting like this. If I was done using it for my cards and I didn't want to use it on another card, I come in and I make a mess. Like, perfect example right here. And then eventually it turns into something like this. Because this is a good example. You can see where a lot of it came through because I didn't go. Oh, I use orange and yellow. Orange and yellow. I think that's a good combo. We'll do an orange and yellow one. It's not a mess. It's artwork. Yep. Well, I turn it into. I just call it my messy pages because, I mean, I'll show you a good one that I was like, oh boy. And this will turn into something that'll look like this. And due to the fact there's a lot of color on this, I won't be adding a lot more to it. To show you what I mean, I can do it real quick. We'll put this card up here. So you see how I got the colors. What I would do on this, I want to tone it down a little bit, but I don't want to lose the color. So I take my gesso. And I got it right here is gesso, so I'm going to put a lot on this over here because I'm going to need a lot. And I'm going to get my sponge loaded. Tap off a little bit. And I'm just going to go over a little bit. I can even use the colors that I have out here already. And you could go like this real quick too if you wanted to. And you see these little lines forming? I don't care. It just adds to it, in my opinion. So I'm just going to gesso the top a little bit. And if I miss some, I miss some. It doesn't matter to me. Usually what I do is when it's in like this pink, that's where I'll really gesso because I don't want the pink to overwhelm the whole page. So I'll gesso it and tone it down, as well as the purple. I can go one direction or the other. Go like this, like this. Like this one I won't do yet because I want to add more of my leftover paint to it. As long as you don't make mud, my look at it is because, you know, you mix some colors and make brown, but I'd work with it anyways. So yeah, there we go. Now I want to determine what do I want it to look like. So I already got the background. Now I'm just going to build from the background up. So let's see. I'm going to take some green, and I don't want to lose all the background that's there, but I want to brighten a little bit here and there. So I'm going to take some green. So I'm going to use what I have out on my palette right now. And I'm just going to kind of go here and there. Maybe over here where the purple stands a little bit. Add down here. I really don't think these out. I just go for it. Yep, I do that too. I do that with paint too, with a credit card or gift card. I really don't want to lose the background. So I'm going to add it, grab some pink, and then I'm just going to maybe bring it in a little bit here and there. Man, it's blue. I have no blue on here, so blue's going to look cool. I'm going to be adding a new color to it. There we go. Right here in the corner. All right. Now the fun part begins. Actually, I'm going to add some here too. Stencils. You can use stencil stamps, whatever you choose. Let's get some stencils. Let's see. We'll add this to it. Now, when it comes to the stenciling, as you can see on my back here, I used white. I used some colors. So let's start with some, and I use gesso. Let's then for the white. Well, how do I? Ooh, I got my stenciling green paint. I got a smudge green here, so I want to put that a little bit, and blue, and smooth it out. And oops, I'm fixing it. There we go. Alright. Oopsie doopsie. Nope. You guys hang on 1 second. Sorry about that, ladies. That was Diamond calling me, and she has no cell reception where she lives, so she calls me through her Facebook, letting me know that she's gonna be coming over today because we're getting bad snowstorms. She has a feeling that school's gonna be canceled early, so she was just letting me know. So sorry about that. So Riley and it. Diamond will be here in an hour and a half. There we go. I meant to do that corner, I forgot. I'm gonna add it down here as well. I do have a tendency to kind of put in, I don't know how you, like in the corners of the same thing. I may go over it, but I just think it looks better, in my opinion. So, yeah, where Diamond lives, she has no cell connection at all. She has to call me directly. She has to stand outside or in her. Sometimes she can get me in her garage, but they have the internet, so she calls me through the internet. All right, kind of like these squares. Or there's kind of, I don't know if you want to call it squares, but you see what I mean. And I'm going to use pink. I got a little green in my sponge, no big deal. Tap a little bit. And I'm just going to add it here and there. Move it. And then, of course, Riley had to talk to me. See, I kind of brushed them off like this with a damp rag, and then I put all my stencils in a zinc with some just soap water, and then I just let them soak a little bit, and it gives them a good cleaning. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my daughter. That's my dad too. Me and my sister made my dad put a phone landline in because we'd call him, and he's like, "I don't want to pay long distance phone calls," and I'm like, "Dad, don't use the phone. Just have it there just in case that we can call you and it don't cost us anything. We try to call you, we never get a hold of you because we lose you. But then we can just call you. You don't have to call out from it. So he never has any long distance phone calls on his phone. It's just there for my stepmother, and my sister or the grandchildren to get a hold of them. Cost him $19 a month. He thought it was going to cost a fortune. He's like, "Oh, 19." I said, "Yeah, we just got a basic for you." Ooh, let's put some flowers. We just got a basic standard, you know. And he fell under this because he's 72, something like that. So he got this. When I explained to the lady why we were doing it, he got like some discount because he's an elderly. Because he lives up in the boonies in Michigan, upper Michigan. So let's add this flower bolt right there. We're gonna just do that one blue. I know it's weird because I can be up by my dad. Hi, Dawn, and have perfect reception on my phone. But Diamond, she don't have squat, and she goes to the same phone company as me. Oh, where she lives. I thought that was just weird. See how this is blue? And I want to put blue over that. I'm going to take some gesso, and I'm just going to go over it just a little bit to tone it down. And I'm going to take this palm. Good morning, Sandra. And let's put one. I want to add a blue, but I need some more blue paint. Put a gob of blue out. A little bit. And I'm going to add is the blue peel. Okay. I am doing great. There. Why are you stressed out, Jennifer? I never stress. I shouldn't say I never stress, but I don't stress over small stuff. Don't let it win. All right. So let's see. Let's use this one. Live for today, dream for tomorrow. Housing appointment. Ah. Now I have to sit here and determine, do I want to use black? Do I want to use blue, green, pink? I'll let you guys decide. Should I go with black lettering in the center or white? And then I can go around it with black ink. Or should I just do solid blue? But I got a lot of blue and a lot of green in the background. So I'm thinking I want it to pop a little bit. So I'm thinking I'm going to use white and then go around it with some marker, black marker. Hello, Sandra. Yeah. And I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. because I have to go all the way out there, just other things. Mm. Thanks. And all I am is outlining the white with black. And it's just a Dollar Tree pen I bought. I think they were 2 for $1. Yeah, you got to keep on them. Now, do you live in a government income housing thing, or do you have a separate landlord? There we go. And that started out with me just slopping paint, leftover paint. Eventually, I'll come back and do a page on this one. This relaxes me, this mixed media, when this is my just putt book. Oh, Scott's fine. Went to work yesterday. Little pain, but not much. That's like how these turned out from. So if there's any like paint palette left, I find the page and I just swoop it in, or like this spot here is a stencil. And if you look close, you can see. And I added to it, I built it up. Yeah, so I did. That was just me showing you how I made these. Now let's back the cards. That's what I was doing. All right. Now, I know this whole thing is not going to fit on here, but I think it'd look cool anyways. You'll get the drift of it. And I'm real quick. Okay. Simple little card. Yeah, I get that they take it as Section 8 housing, but if there's something that needs to be fixed in the apartment, the landlord should have to fix it. Because, see, my dad was a landlord, and the lady was on Section 8 housing, but my dad was still responsible for anything that needed to be fixed, not housing. Housing just kind of paid her rent. And the thing is they had a whole list of things for not a whole list of things, but things when they did the walkthrough, because my dad couldn't make the appointment, so I was there when housing came through and did the walkthrough for the lady before she rented it, and they gave me 4 things that my dad had to fix. He had to put a railing up on the outside steps, a railing going up the back steps inside the house, because you walked in it was a 1-bedroom house. You walked in the back door, there was 3 steps, and then into the kitchen. He had to put a hand railing there, and there was 2 others. There were simple little things my dad did in no time. Oh, he had the fire extinguishers, but they asked him to move them because he put one like in. It was such a tiny house that he put it like in the hallway instead of in the kitchen. So he had to move the fire extinguisher to a spot they thought would work better in a house, which like the guy says that's a common. And he the backyard light did not have a glass globe. It was just a light bulb. And that's it. But my dad had to do all the repairs, not housing. So you should be getting on your landlord to fix anything. Because I think Section 8 is nationwide. It's not just by state. If I believe right. I could be wrong, but they're covering all the costs and the landlord. Then you tell housing. Then you get on the housing. You tell housing you have a problem and the landlord isn't fixing it. Because then housing will step in your behalf. Call your housing director. Because they can lose their housing money if they don't fix the problem. I mean, you may have to move, which you probably don't wanna, but they could lose their housing to be able. Yep. Yeah. Do it in writing. Because if they don't fix the problem, they can lose getting the Section 8 money. Oh yeah, there's a whole list landlords can't get away with. Yeah. Yeah, because I still probably have the books. Well, my dad doesn't own the property. He sold it. Actually, the my dad was told the lady that he was putting the house up for sale, and so she told her caseworker, he's like, I don't know what happens with a sale when I have a tenant. Well, the state actually bought the house the lady's in. She's still there, same lady. All these, I mean, it's going on 12, 13 years. It's a good neighborhood, good buy. So now she still pays a percentage, except or the city or Green Bay, or I don't remember how that worked. But they bought the house because they thought it was good buy. Yeah. In a leaky ceiling, that's a biggie. They should be on that immediately once you notified them. They should have been there. Boom. I was hanging up a picture because I was on Section 8 housing. Me and it was just Diamond and I. Yeah, see, I think you should. You have a caseworker, she should be on your ride their asses. Sorry for swearing, but see, I don't know if it's different in California. They can't pull that here. Nada. It don't fly. Yeah. See, my dad bought this little house and he was going to rent it until he retired, and then he was going to move into it. Well, he chose not to. He wanted to move up north, so then he didn't want the responsibility of being a landlord so far away. You know, I'm just leaving that like that. And if you have a caseworker, that caseworker should be turning it in over to the state if your landlord's not doing it. Because that could get mold. You could get sick if there's water damage and all that. See, I call my landlord about something. He's here within a day, and I ain't even on housing anymore. I haven't been on housing or Section 8 for a long time. I mean, I think it was 3 when I went off it. But see, Diamond's on Oneida Housing, and they pulled a fast one. So that year ago, February, it will be a year. Diamond had to move, and they're expected. Yeah, see, that'll be pointed out, and then they'll have. See, the thing is they'll have so many days to fix that after they. Yeah, and point. Yeah, exactly. Point everything out to them, Jennifer. They'll have so many days after they spot that to fix it, because then they'll come back out to re-inspect it. But last year, Diamond had to move in the middle of February with a small baby because her and Sam's income, because Sam was a full-time student, did not meet the qualifications for the place they were in. And I said, they can't do that. It's in the middle of winter. You have children under the age of 14. Well, Diamond's like, the lady said we could, blah, 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 blah. They could. So Diamond, for a while there, Diamond and Sam didn't know where they were going to go. So I was like, okay, we'll put bunk beds up in the corner of the living room. You and Sam are in the basement bedroom. I'm like, we'll make it work. We'll do what we have to do. You do that for your family. Well, then they found them the house they're in now. So we get them moved. And see, the kids were in early Head Start. In the case for the early Head Start leadership, they are not in it anymore, but she still stops in and sees the kids because she calls them and Sam her successful family. Well, when she stopped in, she was like, what is going on? So they tell her. Well, she went and checked into it. And you're talking that we're 90% of moved out. There ain't much left. They weren't supposed to make them move. It was against the law. Yep. Even if Sam's income did not qualify for that certain duplex they were living in, they can't move them out in the middle of winter up, at least in the state of Wisconsin, because it's so cold and it's winter. And Sam, they have a thing called hardship through the tribe. And Sam filed the paper for hardship. And Sam the thing is Sam he got so much living expenses while he went to school. And what Sam did when he got his living expenses check in September, he paid rent all the way up to February 1st. Then his check would have came again and he would have paid it again. He paid because they went by the income. So their rent was paid. Everything was paid up to March 1st. And they tried, oh yeah, it turned into a whole situation. Diamond and Sam are still living rent-free where they are because of this, in that house they're in now. Because through the whole investigation, they found out that nephew needed a house to live, and he didn't want to live way out of the city. And she went through her case log and saw what they classify as risk, and she classified Diamond and Sam as risk. But the thing is if they would have still been in that house, Sam got a job in May. They would have still qualified for the house. Now they're living in a residence that they are overqualified to live in because Sam's income with his job. Because the house where they are, and they section a night off. Each little section is a different, the section A, section B, section da 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 da, and each section is by income. This where Diamond's house is now. That house is you can rent. That's the house Diamond's in. You only pay less. It's how did she tell me that? I read that. It was like no more than $125 to live in that house. But it qualified by your income. Well, Diamond and Sam, they're over that $125 income, or however that works. But Sam, due to the fact of this incident, and the new worker said she's not making them move. But their rent went up just a little bit, will go up. What is it? May 1st, I think Diamond told me. Their rent will go up, but they will be paying, because Diamond's like, I don't want to move again. I mean, they have great neighbors. They actually like it out by where they're living. She goes, I don't want to keep moving because all of a sudden our income changed for this place. Unless you can find me a permanent home where I can stay, we'll move. So right now, the lady got it approved by I call them the ancestors because they're all older people. Because Sam could have hired a lawyer and sued, and so could Diamond for what that lady pulled. So Diamond and Sam's rent for this will go up to, I think Diamond said $220 a month because their income is above what it's supposed to be to live in that real house. But Diamond likes it out there. They don't want to move unless they can find a bigger place. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Well, the good thing about this is, like Dinah says, they can move all over. Her kids stay in the school they're at because they're actually kind of pulled a fast one. The principal knows, but the district doesn't. The kids technically um, Diamond and the kids live with me during the week, according to the paperwork. Because she would have to switch schools because they were out of Green Bay School District. Where they are now, they're in a whole different school district. But Diamond's like, I want my kids to stay in the school they're at. So she went to the principal. The principal's like, yeah, they can stay here. Well, then the district got involved. So I told Diamond, I said, tell them you live with me during the week. So now the kids and Diamond live with me during the week, according to the paperwork. Or the kids wouldn't have been able to stay in the school they're at. And Diamond did not want to, and Diamond refuses just because they're on the school district that the kids would go would be the tribal school, and Diamond refuses to send the kids to the tribal school because they're so behind. Yep. According to Diamond, Diamond's one of these. She researches, and the level is so behind on the reservation school. Oh, that she refused to send the kids there. She's like, if I have to move in with mom during the week, I'm moving with mom during the week. They're here enough anyways. And the thing is I said to the principal, I said, my father-in-law lives in the same house all his life. We live in that school district. We already are paying taxes on that. Yeah, and Allie has friends in Alcota. I said school taxes, and we have no kids in the school anyways. So you know what? My grandkids should be able to go where they with here. So the principal's like, yep. She's the one that told them, just tell the district that you live with your mom during the week. That your husband works out of town, so you're living in town because blah blah blah, and it worked. Because I asked the question, I'm like, how do daycares work? Because we know a family whose kids live out in Kewanee. They live out in Kewanee, but both parents work here in Green Bay, and their daycare is here in Green Bay, and their kids are going to the same school as Allie and Coda. Oh, Sam's loves this job. I said to the principal, how did they get away with that, but Diamond can't? She goes, because the daycare is in this district. Well, I'm their daycare. Oh, I'm just a grandma, but I'm their daycare. Diamond works. That's why the kids were going to this school anyways. They said it's because I could walk to get them. I really don't know, Don. I don't know what he's welding. Yep. They could have went to a different school district besides off the res, but like Diamond said, if she's working, she didn't know anybody out there to grab the kids, at the time. Now she's got nice neighbors and they babysit each other's kids all the time. That if she really needed to, she'd put them in Seymour, and then the lady across the street would get the kids if Diamond wasn't home, because they do it for each other. Isn't that kind of cool how I did that? Now I did the stencil underneath and added the paint on top. You can kind of tell. But at the time, Diamond didn't know anybody. Yeah, see, my kid, Xavier was the only one that switched schools, and I wish I would have switched him years ago. When we lost our house, we would move in with Scott's dad. We finished out that year, and the following year, we put him in the school district that we're in, and that was the Southwest School District. And I didn't think my son would graduate high school. I just figured he'd be a super senior, as I call it, but Southwest, they worked better with kids that had, like, my son was AD, had a writing disorder. They were on him like hotcakes. They really worked with him. Only to discover that my son was put in classes that he had his credits for. Oh, that was a nightmare. So they tested him out of a class that he sat in for almost the first 7 weeks of school, a whole semester of a class that he shouldn't have had to take, that he had his credit for, and it was a different class he should have been in that he didn't have a credit for. So Wednesdays and Fridays he met with his IEP teacher, and they would work on it, and then he tested out of it to get the credit. I'm like, that is not my son's fault because you people screwed up. He ended up with having more credits than he needed to graduate. But he had to have that one class to credit. Oh, hi, Happy Ray. To graduate. He had to have that credit. Yes, we're getting hit with a snowstorm today. You are too? Yep. Love and marriage. Put love down. Oh, it broke. Okay. I'll fix it. Here we go. Love. Get that in there. That bit. How did I do that? This. There we go. All right. 4. Okay. Love. Let's see. Green. And love, dream, hope. Oh, I cried. I cried when Xavier graduated. And he made me cry. He's the one that made me. Well, I cried when both my kids graduated, don't get me wrong. But Xavier walked up to me and handed me his diploma and said, "Here, Mom, this belongs to you. You earned this as much as I did." So he gave me his diploma. And then I lost it. Sits on my shelf in the living room. And then his last girlfriend he had wanted it. Why did your mom have their diploma? And they was like, I gave it to her. Why would you give your mom your diploma? My mom spent a lot of hours trying to get me through school. Oh, I'm not liking this. Rip it. Oh, it ripped again. Garbage that one. Who made that? That's a very good stencil. Yep. I have a copy of Diamonds. Diamonds got her original. Oh, look at see, I remember too. I think the parents should get a diploma. They help put the kids through school all the years. So now I'm going to take this off. Should have hand the kid a diploma and then the parents a diploma for getting them that far. Oh. Scott and I are supposed to be going to NWTC, which is the local college by me, to sit for my GD. But now with the bad weather coming in, Scott's like, we'll see how bad it is when we look out the window, because I can sign up for that anytime. Maybe you want to get it because I'm finally get it. It always was on my list to do it, and I tried a few years ago, and I wasn't getting no help, and when I gave up. I quit again. I'm a quitter. I told Scott I'm a quitter when it comes to this education shit because I get frustrated. Well, now they have a different Diamond. The kids' Head Start worker, Carol, is the one that got me on a different program because of my learning disabilities. And it's not like a person that I just quit school because I wanted to that had no learning disabilities. So I'm in a whole different program. I won't. And so when she talked to me about it, and then I went to this thing about it, I'm like, I probably could actually get my diploma. And they're going to see if I only have to get credits. Because if I only have to get credits, missing credits, that'll be totally awesome. We will see. Plus, I can't get a job. And when I went down to Manpower, the lady thinks it's because she can even put me at Manpower to find me a job anywhere because I don't have a high school diploma. That's one of their policies. But once I get started in the GED program and I'm in it and get a letter from my instructor that states that I've been going for like 6 months or whatever, the significant time, she can put me in and I can get a job. I'm getting bored, guys. I hate to say it. When I'm not babysitting the grandkids, I'm sitting here all day and I'm getting bored. I went up to the beginning of my senior year. middle of my senior year, I quit. So, and I think I got 17 credits, I told the lady, if I remember right. But I could be wrong. It's been a long time. So somebody's like asked me, I think it was Susan, why people don't use orange and yellow. So we're going to do the colors together. That is the stupidest thing I ever did, is quit school. Yeah. See, I went to a high school where if you didn't have the right name, you didn't matter. And I got an attitude. I went all the way up to March. I turned 18 and I quit school my senior year, which was so stupid. I got that I'm 18 attitude. People ask me, what's your biggest mistake in your life? Is it having your child having Diamond? Because I wasn't married when I had Diamond. And I'm like, no. My biggest stupid mistake was quitting school. My kids aren't my mistakes. I was quitting school. Ain't that cool looking? I may just leave that. I may not add anything to it. I just like how it looks. Hi, Cheryl. Or Shelly. Shelly, sorry, I read it wrong. Sam's brother, Will, he quit school, went and got his GD, and only took him one day. He never even tested. He never even studied. I was like, what? If you're that smart, what the hell? I asked him, I said, can you pose for me and go in and take my test? Yeah, they'll give me extra help. I don't get timed on the test. Other resources. Yeah. And I'm able to there's a whole list of things that I will be able to do, I guess, different. I don't know them all until I get down there. Like, I really want to go this week, but all depending on how bad it is outside or weather-wise. The roads are nasty. Scott says we're not going. I'm like, okay, you're the driver. Okay, I'm just leaving. Okay, isn't that cool? I'm trying to get the shuttle. Where am I gonna? There we go. Yeah, I have to go in, and then I'm taking a test to see where my levels. Well, I have to go in, set it all up. They'll get my school records. They'll pull my school records to determine if I want to just go for the GED or the HSAD, which is equivalency of a high school diploma, which means I will only be doing the classes to earn the credits I'm missing. They'll determine that. And if that's the case, I will like say I need 1 credit in math. I'll do math, get that credit, take a test on the math, earn that credit, or determine if it's better off for me to do the whole GD program. And then if that's the case, I will take a test to see where my levels are. I know my reading level is not very high. That was always in my math level. I don't see and that's nothing. I may not have to take the GD test for history if I have my credit. It's how the lady said it. It's yeah. So I will. I tell I get there and I know the details. But I said to Scott, I actually have a better attitude this time. Maybe it's because I found a source I didn't have before, and they're realizing that education people need. Didn't quit because they were lazy. I didn't quit. I quit because I had the I'm 18 attitude, but I also was frustrated with the school I was in. Bye, Jan. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off here in 5 minutes. I'm gonna just because Diamond will be here in a little while. Actually, I'll be getting off in 10 minutes because I'll make it even 2 hours. Because my girls are coming. My girl is coming. And I don't want to have paint out when Riley's here. Nana does no painting when Rue's here. If you wonder why I mute, tell me if this is loud, guys. Because I usually mute when I do that. I've never asked if it's loud. Oh, good one, Dawn. Haha, come now. She won't make a mess. Oh, yeah, she make a mess. You know her grandmother, Dawn? Look at me. I'm not a messy painter. Oh, I missed corner here. I'm going to switch it a little bit over. I don't know how well this was going to turn out, but we will see. I thought in my head, and now that I was doing it, it don't look as good as I thought it would. It don't look too bad. Pretty funky. And the paint's used up. Did you? Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, cool. Thanks. So you could use the orange and yellow together. I think it looks good. There's the three I made like that. I really like this one. All right. I figure if I don't, I'm gonna look today and see. I haven't heard too many that haven't received their partner's information. So I'm still hoping that's a good thing. We got a little bit of black. Okay. All right. This sponge is goner. That's a goner. Oh. I had a swap. I will be listing a new one at the end of January. We had a Valentine's Day swap. The end of January, I will be listing February or March, beginning of February, I should say. I will be listing the next swap, which is going to be St. Patrick's Day related. Yeah, that's what I would do. Go to right to and leave a message on one of her videos. And say, hi, my name's Dawn. I'm your partner on Saint's Crafty Life's Valentine Challenge. Could you please email? Here's my email. Please email me or something like that. That's what I do. Yeah. And that's something how gesso dries. I will be right back. Quick second. I gotta get. Oop, I am so sorry I hit the table. Hand sanitizer. It smells so nice. Oh my god. Yes. Yeah, I had 40 people join. Yeah. Yep, 40 people. And I wouldn't have been able to join myself, so I joined twice. Yeah. Because I had an even number and I'm like, oh come on. So I put myself in twice. This is an investment. I am really glad I got it. I love it. Cleans so nice. I mean, look at that. Then I do it again. With a clean paper toweling. I know, that's why always wanted a glass one. I heard glass cleans better. And then when this came out, first I wasn't going to get it. And then I decided I didn't know what to tell Scott to get me for Christmas. So wham bam. That's what I got. I just wish it was bigger. When I called Tonic because one of the foots came off, which they were mailing me new ones, I said I wish it was a little bit bigger. But like Tim says, this is your workspace. That's all most people work in. But I work around me too. So that's just my opinion. But I called Ranger, and the guys at Ranger, because the guy was really polite. He's like, "Ma'am, that's a Tonic Studio product. We don't handle that, but I can give you the number." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I mean, look at still take stuff off. So Ranger asked, "Is there anything we could improve or help you with?" I go, and I said to him, "No," I said, "I buy all sorts of projects. I said all sort of products. I don't pay attention who makes them. I just look, oh, Tim uses it, I buy it, kind of attitude." I said, "So are you the people that have the daubers for his distress ink with the little foam things?" And he goes, "Yes." I'm like, "You can make them improve better." And he's like, "Why?" I said, "Because I put them on my little dauber, and the little felt that's on the other side to keep it on the little dauber thing keeps ripping off." So he took my name and address. I don't know why, because he wasn't. He goes, "Have you gone through?" I said, "Yeah, new package, 4 came off." "Oh, we're sorry to hear that. Can I get your name and address?" He goes, "They must be getting a lot, those little foam things. That's what I'm talking." I don't have one on here so you know what I'm talking about, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. So then when I called Tonic Studio, told them what was going on because I didn't realize it until I turned it over to show I'm missing a foot, and I could look for that puppy because I thought, oh, I'll put that back on. I never found it, so I don't know. So they're sending me, and this one keeps moving. So they're sending me the new feet to put back on it. And she says, "In a little something for my," oh, what the heck, word did she use? Oh, I don't remember. Yep. No, he changed it so he can sell them. That was a while ago. He had to change how it did. Because the first one, I looked that up. So this is why. Okay, I have the stamp platform. They had to quit making theirs too. Because the Misty also goes like this, opens. All right? That's why they couldn't do it. Because the first ones that Tim Holtz came out were also a swing arm. Okay? Now, the new ones, because I got one of his new ones. Is because his don't swing. Yep, his don't swing. They come right off. Yep. Whereas first ones, they had a swing arm. Because Stamp Perfect can't make this anymore either. Which I think is BS because you way go back. There's a lady who actually came out with the first Stamp Aid that's identical to the Misty. And my attitude is toward the Misty, lower your price. I couldn't afford the Misty. That's why I never bought a Misty. As much stamping as I do, if that would have been affordable, I'd have been in here. Beckles gave Tim Holtz one for Christmas. Nope. I thought that was BS. And the lady that actually came out with this first stamp aid, she should have patented it. That's how the Misty got away with it. Is she didn't patent it. Michelle gave Tim Holtz. Yeah, it all was about the hinges, so he came out with his own way. Good for him. Showed them bastard. Oops, sorry. Showed them. Thing is yeah, definitely was BS. When I first looked up the Misty, I'm like, what? They're hip. Yep, that won't be in my craft stash. Well, ladies, I'm gonna call it because it's 7:41 and Diamond and Riley are gonna be here, but I got my desk kind of cleaned up before Riley got here. Be knocking. I'll have to go and lock the door. I'll see you guys tonight because it's Tuesday Night Live, by the way. It's about between 6 and 7. Bye, Dawn. Bye, Happy Ray. Bye. Who else is in here? Well, it's only you two still in here. So bye to everybody. Bye. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.